dawns on Treasure Island after a very wet night. Ooh, slippery.
What's up, what's up? We're here at our camp. It is super wet. As you can see, we did a big clean out, swept the floors, made the beds. We got our little two-way kitchen here. This is our cool lounge where we have breakfast, have dinner. Did you guys sleep last night?
We did sleep, but we woke up and had to put up some shelter because it was bad, bro.
Yeah.
It was bad.
That was the worst it's been since we've been here.
Rain was coming on my face. It was fantastic. I never had so much fun. And then started to talk to you, I think it was about 3 in the morning, you and Sam.
Yeah.
We were just sitting.
No, someone made a noise like, ah. It was like, Gary, you awake, man? Like, yeah.
I was drenched.
But it's not the weather occupying minds this morning. It's the fact that this is now well and truly an individual game.
Whoever wins the challenge today
Tough job.
is a tough job, you know?
Tough job.
You're putting someone up that you like to go against someone that you like. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, we all get along now. There's no one person, I mean, apart from Gary, that we want to get off the island.
Yeah.
So it's just...
You've been trying to do that since day one. Day one.
I'm surprised you've made it this far, mate.
I can't believe it either.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Just 2 of the old Kahoo team are left in the game, and that's Shannon and Sam, who've been welcomed into the fold with hugs and a cup of Gary's famous rusty hot chockey.
I can taste more iron than I can hot chocolate, I think.
A little bit of rust.
More rust. More rust than hot
it's
chocolate.
clean, bro.
This is a hot rust.
I was trying to poison you so you wouldn't win it, so you wouldn't win anything today. Take this one, take this one.
Barbs has done a wonderful job of creating an environment which is a nice place to be. Everyone's so happy and everyone's having a great time. And I'm buying into the Church of Barbs.
They thought we were actually hurting and they thought we were real, like, intense, but actually we're relaxed, we're vibing, and we're feeding each other's souls with laughter and good spirits.
Yeah, either that or the rust has melted Muckel's brains, because despite the happy-clappy facade, the Church of Barbs is still holding a grudge about the time Kahoo, under Sammy's leadership, refused to share any of their well-earned food with Muckel.
So when was it the first time you thought that we might actually need something to eat?
Right away.
And why did it take you 5 days?
I see that smirk on Shannon's face. That's the smirk of someone who knew the lack of sharing food would eventually come back to bite them in the old caboose.
How do you guys feel about offering up some food?
Oh no.
So the person that should really be answering that question is...
Sam? Well,
To be honest, we didn't really understand how bad you guys were hurting. Well, I didn't anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
I don't think Sam and... Actually, I don't think their whole team realised what the team was going through.
We were waiting for you guys to come and see us, though.
For what?
For a clue.
Nah. We'll put it this way, if I'd won 5 challenges in a row and won all that food, I would have brought food over from the other side. Being hungry for such a long time and just takes it, it's draining. It's draining. When they've come together and they've heard our story about how hungry we were and how much food we'd actually gone without, I think deep down they felt a little bit sad.
Well, this is awkward. Luckily for Sammy, the team now have tons of pineapple, rice and coconut left over from yesterday's face-off win. Brekkie is served.
Look at that! Hey?
Who's this?
All right. Me no I tātou, e te atua. Whakapangia I nai kai. Hei oranga o mātou tinana. Whangai hoku o mātou wairoa. Āmeni. Oi.
The team's now come together. I'm feeling good about it. My time in Kahoo has been great. I've learned a lot. I've had some great times, but I haven't quite clicked in. So a change is welcome.
Bon appetit! Bon appetit.
And while Shannon's fitting in just fine, Sammy, on the other hand, well, he's being put in the corner.
Hey Sam, can I ask you this question?
Yeah.
You know, after Eric burnt the clue last night,
Yeah.
and he did point that he'd already... Somebody, meaning you, have all the information.
Yeah.
If next couple of days you do get voted off, will you share that clue, those 2 clues with anyone else?
Cool.
You will?
You won't burn them?
I won't burn them.
Can you remember it all?
Nah. Not even close.
Already in the wrong hands.
Yeah. Okay, Eric's clue. He throws it in the fire last night. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Because I can kind of remember the answer. I can remember two. Two was the answer to his clue. But I can't remember the details that go with it.
Sam knows about Eric's clue. He reckons it's 4 lines long and he can't remember it. So I think he does, but he's just saying that.
From day one, Kahu and Mako had two very different philosophies on what to do with their clues to the buried treasure.
Marco, you know, my team, we've all shared our clues with everyone, so we've been very transparent with that all the way through. Kahu, they're all independent.
Last night, after winning the elimination battle, Shannon stuck to the old Kahu mantra of not sharing and caring.
I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. I'm going to sleep on it. I'm not going to look at it until the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll do the right thing.
Well, she said she's sleeping on them, but she's been sleeping on them for quite a while, so...
Each and every clue the contestants solve gets them one step closer to the treasure. The more clues you have, the more currency you have in this game. And Shannon, well, she can make it rain.
I have 5 clues. I have 3 in my hand and I have 2 answers that I'm pretty certain on. And so where do I go with that? Who do I tell? Who do I tell that information to? Because if I let everyone know, then the consensus could be get Shannon the hell out of here.
Get in here, you lot! You idiot. Come to Fiji, they said. It'll be tropical. Good to see Moses and I have the same hairstyle today.
Yeah,
That's good.
It was a rough night.
Who wore it better?
We'll ask Gary.
Gary?
Last night he did. It was very, very wet.
Was last night a rough night, guys?
Not for Shane.
Oh, terribly rough.
All of the rain. Shane didn't even wake up the whole night.
Are you usually a deep sleeper, Shane?
Yeah, well, I'm deaf in one ear, see, so I lie in my good ear and I can't hear a thing. Yeah. So I was oblivious to everything that was going on around me. Yeah.
Well, let's get to some fun stuff. A charity challenge where you guys have an opportunity to pick up 5K for your worthy causes.
Me, Gary and Sam still have not got any money for our charities.
Well, I think the charity would be more frustrated than me. I think they thought that, you know, the Wizard would be up there winning lots of cash. I'm sorry, guys, I just haven't managed to get any over the line.
And today's challenge is called Paddle Dig Flick. Because that's pretty much exactly what it is. You get a paddle, you'll run out here into this sand pit and you'll dig up a ring. You'll flick that ring into a basket that is tied to the back of your waist. First person to get 3 rings back on their stands with their paddles will pick up that 5K. Who's ready to crack into it?
Yep. Sounds fun.
Let's get started. Ready?
Yep.
Go!
Oh, my basket's hitting your basket.
Things are about to get interesting. None of us know where these rings are, but
Hey! Hey!
someone's found one. Might be Gary. No. Sam, you gotta flick it, you gotta flick it.
Oh, my arm is sore.
Moses has one now as well. Sam, flicking it, and he nails it. And Moses gets one. Sam, you gotta go back. You gotta go back.
You gotta go back, Sam.
You gotta put your ring in once you find one. You gotta ditch it at the start. You gotta go back to your station and ditch your ring once you find one. Then you're back in the game.
Can we go in?
Gary Freeman running back with his first ring. Barbs has got her first ring. Here comes Athena looking for the flick. Oh, she's close but doesn't get it.
It's the sand at the same time.
There's sand and stuff going everywhere. Shane, Barbs steals the ring from Shane. Steals it. Athena trying to steal it off Barbs. You gotta flick it. No.
I'm
Gotta be an airborne.
Gotta be flick. Moses gets his second. Barbs cops a face full of sand. Sand. Shannon nails her first one. Shane steals the ring back.
Get away now, no. You can't get it off me now.
Shane gets that ring back. Shannon looking for her second. Gary
Oh, Jesus, Shannon.
running back with his second. Shane with his first ring. Few people looking for their third ring now. Sam, is that your third one?
No.
Oh, Moses steals it from Sam. And he gets it. Moses, is this his third? It is. He's got three. It's all over. It's all over. Moses.
Moses is driving me around the wall. He's winning every friggin' thing. And he can sing, tells good stories. He should be on Love Island, not Celebrity Island.
Congratulations, Moses. Another 5K for your charity. Yes, let's clap him in. Well, guys, that was a very fun time for me. Hope it was a good time for you guys. But you need to go back to your hawpany and get ready for the individual face-off. Today's going to be a doozy. Get out of here. Get.
I won again, and the only reason why I won is because I stole his rope.
And it hurts. He stole my rope.
I saw him throw it. He missed his basket. I swooped in and I stole his rope. But
It's okay, you can steal if it's for charity.
he let me have it. He let me win. But I raised, at the moment, I'm sitting on $17,500 for the Dream Chaser Foundation for a wicked cause, raising awareness for people to go on to a register where they can give their bone marrow and possibly save someone's life and really help a family out.
Such a good man. And one tall glass of water. Damn, am I thirsty! With the fun stuff out of the way, the attention now shifts to the upcoming face-off and what it could mean if one of the old Mako members don't win it.
If, say, Sam or Shannon wins, I mean, we're kind of all sitting ducks here.
Yeah, we know that, yeah.
What is our game plan going into this?
Well, first of all, we want to win the challenge. One of us needs to, if we can, win that one in the challenge, so then we're in the power position to decide who we want to put up. So Sam's off limits because we're going to honour the agreement that we had with Sam last night, and we don't really want to put Shannon up just yet because she could win and get another clue. So it's, in a way, it's better for one of us, our team, to go, so at least the clue goes back to the team.
If we go up to head-to-head a Mako player today against another Mako player and we win, it's a win-win for us. The clue goes into our bank. Sadly, one of us has to go home, but
we know that.
Another blue goes forward, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, all depends who wins the challenge today, but yeah, Sam is definitely safe for another night.
Yeah, from Mako anyway.
Yeah.
He's not safe from Shannon.
No.
If Shannon wins the face-off, then the deal isn't made because the deal is made between Mako and Sam. If Shannon wins, that's her call.
I'm pretty sure that if Shannon wins, she's not under this agreement that we have with Sam, and I'm pretty sure she will put Sam up.
Yeah.
And because she pitched Eric against Shannon, so he had no loyalty anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So I reckon for sure she will put him up
true,
to just get back at him.
You'd be right, Barbs. Shannon hasn't forgotten the dodgy deal Sam made yesterday, which saw him given immunity and her having to take on Eric in the elimination.
I wasn't consulted about Sam's immunity, and that immunity was offered to him on the proviso that he risk one of his own, because we're still playing Team Kahu. So that speaks volumes.
As the team make their way to the first ever individual face-off, Shannon knows she must take it out to have any hope of keeping the power away from her old mate Sammy.
If I win today's team face-off, then in my mind, Sam isn't immune. I'm going to put him up.
At this stage, winning the face-off challenges are imperative to stay in this game because you take all the power.
We're all playing our own games. We've got no team to back us up on some of the skills that we're maybe not quite as good at. So it's a big one, you know. This is when you actually start to see some players that have some skills.
Just 7 of you left in this game. We have an absolute beauty of an individual face-off lined up for you today. But before we dive into that, old Kahu, the numbers are 5 and 2. Does that worry you, or have we moved on to an individual game now? Shannon.
I don't feel worried, no. I feel pretty content in where things are at and moving forward.
How about you, Sammy?
Well, it's a funny old game, isn't it? But, you know, I like to think that, you know, I've been welcomed so kindly into this team, and you like to think that that continues into the elimination battles.
All right, let's climb into today's challenge. You'll all place a ball on a disc, and you'll balance that ball on a disc as you clear a series of obstacles. When you get all 3 balls across that seesaw, then you'll manoeuvre them through a track. First person to get all 3 balls through that track wins. You'll also get an early look at tonight's elimination battle.
What do I have to sweeten the deal? I've done the nice thing and I've organised a steak lunch by the beach with all the trimmings, everything you could want.
Steak sandwich.
Are you after that, Wiz?
Well, yeah.
Don't hide it, how bad?
Mate, honestly, the way I've been playing these games, I just want to get through this. But, man, it looks pretty hard, so yeah, the steak sandwich at the end of the day will be absolutely fantastic.
Take a moment to line up, then we'll climb into it. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Team Atar, our first individual face-off is underway. Mose is getting to that seesaw first. Sammy's there, Shane's there, Shannon's there, the Wiz is there.
Oh, I think it drops.
Barb's taking her a sweet time. Moses is flying, he gets there first, he's going back for a second. Shane's not far away, Sammy's there, the Wiz is there. The boys all moving quickly, Shannon's there.
I feel like I don't want to say anything to throw anyone off.
Mose is looking real sharp, as is Shane and Sammy. Barbs is heading back. Moses has placed 2 now. Shane has 2, Shannon has 2. Sammy has 2, the Wiz has 2. Barbs and Athena still to get there first. Shane's heading back. Here's Moses now with his 3rd. Shannon not far behind. Sammy not far behind. Here's Moses now, starting on that track. As is Shannon. The Wiz is into it. Sammy's there, Shane's there. This is a close-fought race. They're all dropping though. Barbs and Athena still just with 1. Shane drops.
This is big, the first individual face-off. Someone, whoever wins this, is putting 2 people up.
Moses drops. The Wiz drops. Sammy, so close. He lands his first one. He's out in front. He's the man to catch.
How's my Sula?
Sammy is on the board. Who's going to land their first one? After Sammy. A lot of dropping. Here's Athena. She's in the game now. She has 3. Here's Barb's coming back with her 3.
Barb's falling behind.
Sammy working on his 2nd. Everyone else working on their 1st. Sammy's got his eye.
Sammy needs this and he's playing to win.
Here he comes now. He is close. Sammy lands his 2nd. Off to an absolute flyer. No one else on the board yet, but they're all in the game.
This could make it interesting.
Winner takes all. Here's Moses. He gets one. The pressure is on. Here's Sammy coming down the home straight with his 3rd. Everyone else still struggling to land their 1st. Here's Sammy. Looks like he's played this game before. He's a foot away. Everyone else dropping. What's Sammy going to do? Sammy wins the first individual face-off and he is stoked.
Out of the 2 people left in Kahu, one of them wins it. Makes it bloody interesting. I want to ask you guys, now that Sammy obviously has won, does anyone else feel vulnerable tonight?
We all do.
Yeah, we all do.
It's an individual game.
Even you, Shannon.
Absolutely. I still got put up last night.
It's funny, I just, you know, like it's really weird to be at the bottom and then have a chance to be at the top. It's bizarre. This game is bizarre.
As a great philosopher once said, started at the bottom, now you're here.
Eating a steak.
Oh, I just remembered the steak.
Speaking of that steak lunch, that's going to be lonely, which is why I'm going to set the table for two. And I'd like to know, who do you want to bring with you?
Well, it's an easy decision because at the start of this game, I didn't understand how much these guys were hurting. And I know the person that I hurt the most was Shane. Shane was the hungriest, so I'd love to invite Shane for a meal tonight.
Well done, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Good work, mate. I didn't think Sam was going to share the steak with me. But, no, I think he felt more sorry for Shane. He's a bigger guy, but Shane can eat. He's a very good eater.
And like, I was thinking about it though, Maddie, and I thought two is company, but I love a party. I love a party, so I figure I'll put one more in there. Why not? Just to stir the pot a little bit more. Who's the second person that you'd like to invite to lunch?
I'm actually going to offer my invitation to Barbs because I think that Barbs is the heart and soul of this team coming forward, and I'd quite like to be on side with her.
That's beautiful sucking up, Sam. Sam's doing what he normally does, doing his best, make friends.
Sammy, after that graze, you'll join Bree and I for your sneak peek at the Weirdo. Two people will face, and to discuss who those two people are going to be. Everyone, back to your hopini.
Congratulations, Sam.
Good job.
Awesome.
Yeah, really
Pretty good.
amazing.
You had that right from
None of us even got to look at. None of us got to look in on that one, man.
That's crazy. It's like you knew how to do it and had done it a million times before.
Yeah, it's weird. I literally don't know why that was the challenge for me, but it just worked today. This is my chance to shake up the game. You know, it's on now because, you know, it was going to be me, and now it's going to be two other people. I can turn this game on its head.
While Sam thinks about how to flip the game on its head again, everyone else is trying to play mind reader with Mr. Wallace.
Sam's a smart guy. If he was going to chuck anyone up, I think I feel like I'm the first on the chopping block. Sam would be silly not to put me up for elimination tonight. You know, I feel like he sees me as a threat, and so he should.
He could very well choose me too.
Nick could either choose Shannon or...
I don't know about that, mate. I think it'd be you and I. I think Sam in winning this, he's trying to make alliances already. I think that leaves Moses and I out in the cold with Shane going to have the lunch. I think he's off the hook. And I reckon, without doubt, yourself, Moses, and I will be the next two up, I reckon, because he needs to take out one of the guys.
Sam could go for two Mako members, but then he knows it leaves old Mako with another clue. Whereas knocking me out, he's like, well, Shannon could come back with a clue, or she could lose and she'll just give me all her clues, so I'll be fine anyway.
I know one, Shannon, if you do go up and you get a clue, you won't be burning them.
No, if I go up and I have to go home tonight, I will not be burning my clues. But I guess this afternoon is the time to have a good hard think about what I'm going to do with them, because I could be going up and I could be going home.
It's finally stopped raining on Treasure Island, and Sammy Wallace, the winner of today's individual face-off, is taking his old rivals Shane and Barbs out for lunch at the old Hotel Kahu. Look, it's not exactly steak sandwiches, but you get what you're given here on Treasure Island.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at this burger.
Hallelujah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Roast pork, crackling, gravy, chips.
Hot chips are my favourite.
Even
Crackling.
crackling.
But Barbs knows this ain't no social gathering.
There's no such thing as free lunch. So I know there's going to be some deal being made.
So this is a toast to you guys who suffered through a famine and now get to have a feast together.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Cheers to you. Yeah, you too, Shane.
In terms of strategy right now, it gets really interesting because I do get to put up two people that I think are the biggest threats. But I also get to make friends with two people. You know, I've chosen Barbs and I've chosen Shane. I chose those two people because they are two people that I'd like to compete against for tracking down the treasure.
Wow. Beautiful.
I see them as weaker players in the game, it's also about winning Barb's heart as well, because Barb is still kind of controlling the pieces of her chessboard with Marco. So if I can get Shane on my side, Barb's on my side, and then get rid of someone that's very good, we're in a good place. My deal for you guys tonight is if you guys want to remain safe, then if you win tomorrow, you don't put me up.
I have to think about that for a while.
It's fine.
We don't have to answer straight away.
No, you don't. No.
Will Shane and Barbs agree to Sam's immunity deal? What will this mean for the other players? How much food is Shane going to put away? All these questions which we're not going to answer. Annoyingly, we find ourselves back with Shannon in the ocean, who's afraid she's up for tonight's elimination.
I wanted to go and chat with Sam and just see where his head was at in terms of the knowledge he knows I have. You full?
So full. Burger,
Yeah.
pork, far too much food. You want to chat?
Yeah. I had a thought about, you know, last night, obviously, you were able to negotiate your immunity
Yep.
by risking Eric and I.
Yep.
Can I get immunity tonight?
How would you imagine doing that?
Just by asking you to not put me up.
You just can't suffer it 2 nights in a row kind of thing?
I honestly, I feel like I'm a bit wiped out right now.
She doesn't have the energy for a 2 nights in a row, and I get that.
I have 3 clues at my disposal to decide whether or not
Totally.
I give them to you or decide to do something else with them.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a sense as to whether or not he saw any value in the 3 clues that I have.
They're important, but they're going to be more important, and it's going to come down to power at the end of the game. We've got to do everything we can to survive. So I need to get rid of some of the better players. This is never a personal attack on anyone. This is about ending up in the final with players that I know that I can beat.
Right.
As the team packs for tonight's elimination, Sam takes the time to do some wheeling and dealing.
Sammy?
Just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. What is it? Pretty confident that he's going to say, listen, Wiz, you're going up, so get yourself ready.
I'll give you immunity tonight.
Yeah.
On tonight's elimination. If you win tomorrow's challenge, you have to promise me that you won't put me up tomorrow.
Okay. And that's all I got to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sam just makes a deal and I go, yeah, right, he doesn't put me up tonight, I don't put him up tomorrow if I win.
Cheers, bud. See you tonight. See you soon.
Oh, if I win tomorrow, that's the easy part is not putting Sam up. It's the other people then you've got to put up after that. That's the hard part.
As Sam makes his way to the winner's dilemma, the other celebs come to realise how they've totally been played like a fiddle.
Sam came up with a twist, and that he wouldn't put Shane or I up for elimination. If we win the challenge tomorrow, that we wouldn't choose him.
So I got to give him the deal just then too.
What?
Same deal you got to give him.
From Sam?
Yep.
He had already been to Gary. Gary came and spoke to us, and he did the same with Athena.
He's approached us individually, thinking we won't communicate it across to one another. But it might actually backfire on him, because what does it mean if you make it to the end, but you've got no clues and you have no idea where the treasure is?
Young fella,
Guys, how are ya?
Sammy Wallace.
come in and check out the challenge.
The guillotine. Appropriate.
Tonight's players will perch themselves in that frame, standing on those footholds.
Oh, mate.
It's going to be rough.
I've noticed that the little buttons there that you stand on get smaller as you go down.
Spot on. Does it make any difference to you though, Sammy?
Not really.
No.
No, I've come here to get rid of potentially one of the best players in the game.
And who is that?
Well, there's 2 of them, which is quite appropriate. You've got 2 guillotines here. I think the strongest players in this game right now
Tēnei, ahi ahi. Good evening.
Evening. I'm going up. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. And if I was Sam, I'd do the same.
I think that Moses and I might be going up for elimination. If I'm up there tonight, I'm not bothered. I'll give it my best shot.
Welcome, guys, to another elimination battle. Whoever loses this will leave the island immediately. But before we dive into that, we need to know which two players Sam has selected to face off. Sammy, who are you putting up first?
The only way I know how to play this game is to put the two people up that I think are the strongest at it. Shannon, I know you were up last night and it was a huge battle, but I see you as the strongest player in this game.
Shannon, back-to-back elimination battles. How do you feel about that?
I felt it was coming. We had a little chat, so I thought that tonight would be my night again, so hopefully I can come back. We'll come out of it with another good result.
Sammy, who else are you putting up?
The other person that I would hate to be in the final stages of this game with. And that's Moses. He's doing so much for his charity. He's an unstoppable force. And I choose you guys because I think you're the best.
Moses, what do you make of all that?
If I was him in his position, like you said, I would chuck the two best at the moment.
Shannon is a tough cookie, but I can take her on.
Well, let's find out what you're facing. For today's battle, you'll use your arms to brace yourself between two walls. Your feet perched on very small footholds. When I say you'll move to even smaller footholds. When you reach that third foothold, you'll stay there for as long as you can. Last person left standing wins. And of course, receives the next clue. Every one of these you solve gets you one step closer to the treasure. The loser goes home and misses out on the $100,000 prize for their charity. Battlers, take your marks, and we will actually climb into this. Shannon, I feel like we've been doing this a lot, but can you remind me what your charity is and why it's special to you?
Yeah, I've been playing for the New Zealand Blind Foundation Guide Dogs. My brother's visually impaired, and this foundation is absolutely incredible. And I've just learned over the last few days that Moses sponsors a guide dog as well. So there are so many ways that you can support these charities, and that's one of them.
Wow, so nice of you to put a different spin on it tonight. Moses, what's your charity and why is it important to you?
My charity is the Dream Chaser Foundation, and they support children, kids with leukemia. And for me, I'm just raising awareness and hopefully some money so that people can go onto the register and maybe one day save a kid's life.
That's huge. Great charities, guys. You want to dig it in. Make your way up to that top foothold, please. Shannon, you good?
Good.
Moses, you good?
I'm good.
We're all good. Timata. This do or die battle is on. The opera singer up against the TV host. For those watching, it's actually a pretty simple game. You just got to stay there for as long as you can. For the players though, it's hard on the feet, the hands, the core, the legs, the back. All that said, it's won and lost in the head. Moses getting real cool, not even using his hands or his arms for a bit. Letting his feet do all the work. Shannon says I'll give it a wee crack myself. Nice to know you guys are both having some fun.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
It's kind of like we're in like two Portaloos and hey, how's it going? Got any toilet paper?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't want to know?
I'm doing number 3, it's the 3rd level.
That was a good one.
That's 2 minutes to go in this position before you're moving down to that 2nd foothold where the game gets a whole lot harder. 10 to go. And then we're moving on to the next foothold. 4, 3,
Go now.
2, 1. Now move on. Down a level. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you've got to be good. This game, this challenge, this do or die battle just got a whole lot harder. And immediately we see the focus that we weren't seeing before.
That is so hard.
These guys need to last in this position for 10 minutes.
It's beyond pain. Like, my feet are killing me. It's the one challenge that I didn't want, you know? I'm heavy and I got big feet. And I was up against someone who's got smaller feet and is lighter than me.
When you have to push yourself into the pain like that, your instincts come alive and like this wild side starts to flare up and you tap into like this whole other level of endurance that you've never experienced before, but we've all got it.
Yeah, push this.
What got me through is I actually started praying. I actually just started saying the rosary. It's something that we used to say when we were kids. And I just started the Our Father and then went into the Hail Mary. And I just kept praying over and over and over again.
One to go.
He could actually have an advantage because it changes him to arms. He might have more upper body strength.
10 seconds left, and then we're making that transition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move down to that next foothold. You have 3 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. They're both good. Shannon looking solid. Moses looking good. What these two people are doing right now is particularly difficult. They will be in pain. 8 millimeters wide, that bottom foothold. This is where you've got to dig deep. Remember those charities. Those feet, those legs, arms, hands, they'll all be hurting. Shannon loses her grip, but she holds on. If you think you can't hang on, tell yourself you can. Moses is gone. Shannon wins the battle.
I'm glad it's Shannon, you know. It's an honor to go up against someone that is your match, someone that has the same mental strength and the same attitude, outlook in life. It was a respectful bow out of the game.
Moses, you have won $17,500 for your charity. You have been the life and soul of not one but 2 camps.
Oh, yeah.
You survived the Kahu trade. You should be very, very proud of yourself. You will be sorely missed. Anything you'd like to say?
Thank you all. You guys have been amazing, amazing friends. I hold you all very close to my heart. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Moses, your time on Treasure Island is over. Go and say your goodbyes and head on out. Well done, mate.
Sorry to push you through that, man.
Oh, good, man.
You're awesome.
Take it easy, man.
That was an epic battle, but tough to watch when Moses went down. That left leg come off. 8 millimeters he was working on, and so was Shannon. She's so resilient, so strong. I think I might be taking up yoga.
Take care, guys.
Shannon, you are phenomenal yet again, and you've also earned yourself another clue.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Anything you'd like to say?
That was hard. You really had to dig deep. You know that in the booth right next to you is an honourable, remarkable man, and you don't want to have to send him home, but I had to dig deep so that I did.
Go and put your feet up.
Shannon once again has proved herself. What a competitor. Like, she was never going to lose that challenge, and that's why I had her up there tonight, because she is just a weapon of a competitor. So, yeah, I mean, from going forward, I have to try and get rid of Shannon, don't I? So, if I win tomorrow, I suspect I have to get her up again, and I know that's cruel, but, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Now just 6 of you remain in this game. Every day you stay on Treasure Island brings you one step closer to victory and the buried treasure. Everyone, back to your hopini. Pomarie.
Tomorrow on Celebrity Treasure Island. Shannon's battered, bruised and busting to take down Sam.
Now I know that Sam is here to knock me out.
But she's not the only one.
Sam showed his colours. I just think it's time for some of us to show our colours as well.
A few more weeks of ostracism, it'll be worth it if I can win.
Thoughts of home push some players to breaking point. And could a medical emergency?
Guys, I need some help here, quick!
Just on the ground, looking horrible.
Be the end for one celeb.
This could be it. This is bad. This is really, really bad.